American Powerboat Television, brought to you by Fountain Powerboats. Fountain, the legend continues.
It's the energy capital of America. 1/5 of the country's oil production comes through Port Fourchon. It's also the mecca for fishermen in search of king mackerel.
There's just so many fish. I mean, this is a fisherman's paradise down here.
Some of the biggest catches of the Southern Kingfish Tour come from Fourchon every year. 2 fish will count in the Pro Division. Just one for the amateurs we'll be riding with today. Captain Carl Christoph and the father-son combo of Carl and Garrett Oswald are trying to top the 35-pounder from yesterday. Their morning begins with some bait fishing at one of nearly 1,000 oil rigs in the area.
They're bigger structures, so the bait fish come here for protection from predator fish like kingfish.
The Steel Away crew is having good luck bait fishing with sabiki rigs that have several hooks.
With sabikis, you can catch 5-6 baits, so when you get on the bait, sometimes 7-8 drops, you're loaded up, you're ready to fish for the day.
Bait.
Captain Christoph has mapped out his locations for the day with a Garmin fish finder.
And like here, it says 32 kg. Well, I caught a 32-pounder there a few days ago. And so it gives me notations where when the tournament comes, I know exactly what I caught last week.
It's been paying off with some fertile water and a lot of strikes today. Since they need a fish that's bigger than 35 pounds, they'll continue to catch, reel, and release most of their kings. They troll with just enough speed to drag their lines, each of them set at different lengths.
Once a king strikes, he's going to take off with it, and if we're crossing a line, it's going to tear up that line as soon as it touches it.
I think Garrett's might be a fish.
Carl Oswald has spotted a king near one of his lines. The fish hasn't struck, but if you watch closely, you'll see him jump.
He's after it.
He finally does take the bait. 10 minutes later, the fish is boat side and obviously smaller than what they need. Catching a kingfish is one thing, but safely releasing one can be tricky. The teeth are a problem. Captain Carl chooses to avoid them altogether by snatching the fish out of the water by the tail. The de-hooking tool finds the hook and releases the barb, reversing it so it won't re-hook the fish. By late afternoon, the Steel Away crew has boated one fish that might be an improvement, and they want one more to be sure. Here it is. This fish, though, has fooled everyone. He's skinnier than their king from yesterday.
Steel Away, 32.68.
Unbelievable.
We did good.
Not good enough to win any awards, but more than good enough to call this a fun outing, because Fourchon has more to its reputation than fishing and oil rigs. The winner of the Pro Division at Fourchon is the Fountain Surreal, with a 2-day total of nearly 106 pounds. A 48-pounder on day 1, and looky here at their home movies of day 2. That's a 58-pounder, the biggest fish of the tournament, all because of a tip from a Fountain teammate in another boat.
If you don't get to the fish, you're not going to catch them.
So, we got to the fish very quick. It was a great ride. Unbelievable. Very happy with that 38 fountain.